our dominant nocturnal predator, the lion. She's currently, this female's been the one who's demonstrated the most restless behavior so far. She seems to be in the process of cleaning her feet once again. And still, I think that if these lionesses do decide to get up, she will be the one that initiates it. Really making sure she cleans in between her toes, using her teeth in places to pick off the ticks that have settled underneath in that sensitive skin. Another big yawn. Just in that brief glimpse of her teeth, you can see that it's a young lioness. They're in perfect condition. Now look at that intent. Okay, I was about to say that intent stare. She might have spotted something. There is, of course, always the possibility of a hapless animal wandering in across this lion sighting. Think of the intensity in that gaze. She's heard something. She's not quite sure what it is. She's just watching. Oh, back to cleaning. Time for a clean around the belly as well. Now, Carol, as we watch our lionesses lounging about, you're wondering about the other pride that we see regularly in this area, and that is the Styx females. You were wondering if any of them have cubs, and the answer is, oh, having a nibble of the grass there. The answer is, Carol, yes, one of the Styx female has had cubs. Another big yawn. She's had cubs around the property to the south of us. It's a property called Vessels, and she's denning in a drainage line there, which of course is wonderful news. We're all thrilled. I don't know how many cubs there are. Not entirely sure. That remains to be seen. And that for now, that den site is closed off to any vehicles coming to view those cubs. The other two were found with her this morning around that property, so it's still not clarified if any of the others have given birth or not. And on the same subject, Tim, you were wondering, are any of these females pregnant? And the answer is, if they are not nearly as late stage as the Styx females were. In other words, if they are pregnant, it's still very, very early, maybe a couple of weeks, a month at the most. They're not showing any signs of pregnancy yet. Their nipples are not swollen. There you go. Thank you, girl. Perfect view before she rolled over and turned her back on us. So their nipples are not swollen. There's one with slightly more physically extended nipples than theirs, but I don't think that that is due to pregnancy. And of course, with lionesses, they're in the same pride. They will try and synchronize their estrus cycles so that they give birth at the same time, or not exactly at the same time, but within weeks of each other. And therefore, there's more than one female to help care for the cubs. This is a lion pride that we have kept very careful track of, and I mentioned the fact that they have been through some tumultuous times over the last few months. And Chantal, you were wondering, on the subject of our lion dynamics, why is it that we see several groups of females and not mixed groups? And the answer is that is actually the way that lions work in the wild. A lot of documentaries, in order to sort of make the story a bit easier to explain, and a lot of course, The Lion King being the prime example, give the impression that a lion pride is made up of a dominant male or two dominant males and their females. That's not actually how it works. Oh, big stomach scratch. And I think the time has come for the ladies to get up. Big yawns, a couple of sneezes. It was the female that was licking herself that initiated this movement. Oh, look at that traditional head rub greeting. Sorry, Chantal. I'm just going to have to put your question on the back burner for 1 second while this lioness decides what she's going to do. Oh. She's going to sit on her pride member. That's sort of the behavior that I was describing of that female, of the sub-adult female.